Till the Storm Passes By, you say, is the other song that probably has been sung more and published in songbooks. Tell me about how that you wrote that tune.
A friend of mine in New York called me one day and asked me if I would consider writing a song for Mahalia Jackson, and I knew who she was, and I had heard her sing, and I knew she was a dark-skinned lady, and but I had no idea what she was really like, and so I just kind of made up a character that I thought might be a little bit like her. Someone that maybe had problems in life and understood what storms of life were about, and so I made up that character, and I just sort of wrote a song around it.
What year was that? Do you remember?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you in just a minute if you really like to know.
I know the first time I heard it, I believe, was when the Spears sung it.
As a matter of fact, the Spears were one of the first groups to ever sing it. There were a couple of soloists that did it, but the Spears stumbled across it one day and learned it and did a very fine job with it. Okay, I have a copy of it in my hand. It was in 1958.
1958, yes.
In the dark of the midnight have I oft hid my face, while the storm howls above me, and there's no hiding place. Mid the crash of the thunder, precious Lord, hear my cry.
His Hand in Mine was really a big song, and then it went bigger when Elvis got a hold of it, didn't it? It's
still big because of Elvis. It still is. I don't quite understand why it's still so big so long, but everyone knows it. I'm just fortunate. Speaking as a writer, I'm just very fortunate. I think God's been very good to me.
You may ask me how I know my Lord is real. My Lord is real. You may doubt the things I say and doubt the way I feel.
Tell me about how you penned His Hand in Mine, Mosie.
It began. I played the piano a little, not very much, and I was just kind of noodling around with the piano one day, and I stumbled across that melody, and it just kind of fascinated me, and so every day after that, I would every time I was near a piano, I'd sit down and play that, and people would always ask me what's that song, and I'd say I don't know, and I really didn't. And after about a year, I just finally turned that problem over to God and asked Him to give me some words for that, and I'm convinced that He did. That they just suddenly popped into my mind.
Didn't He give you the words for that song when you were in the car on your way back from, where was it, Macon, Georgia?
No, on the way back from. I'll tell you what, if I had a Georgia map, a little town not far from Noonan, if you know where that is.
I know where Noonan is. Yes.
Yeah, I had about. From there, about 50 or 60 miles to drive, I think, and I just stopped by the side of the road and just asked God to take control of it and guide my thinking, and that's what He did.